Without adapting, many real estate agents are going to have to face a very harsh reality sooner rather than later. For years, the way we mustered up business has remained the exact same. You call people and you knock doors. And it's only really been in the last 5 years that has really started to change. And I think the rate of which things are changing is going to start increasing. And if you're a brand new agent or younger realtor and you are not going to do what I'm about to share in this video, then you are going to struggle to see any type of consistent and sustainable success in this industry, in the new age of realtors. So what skills are realtors going to need as we head into this new age? Now, general sales skills are always going to be super valuable when we look at any business. But I think the way that we are going to start connecting with people to even get them in the sales funnel is going to change. And I think that's going to start to change even faster. And for decades, lead generation has been the exact same. You call people, you knock on their door, you take them through a series of qualification questions, you educate them. And this still works amazing right now, don't get me wrong, and I think it will always work. However, I think you are fighting an uphill battle if this is the route that you choose to go. For example, the amount of people that are even willing to answer a phone call these days from a number that they do not know is starting to decline or has been declining. Our parents have no problem picking up the phone no matter who was calling because that was the only way that you had to connect with people and talk with them outside of them being physically right beside you. And then eventually they came out with email, and for a while email worked, but it's still not the same having that one-on-one quick conversation over email. But for a long time, there was no social media or text messages or any other quick and fast way to communicate with people other than calling them on the phone. And now we've seen a societal shift and, the baby boomer generation, God bless their souls, is on their way out. And this current younger generation does not answer the phone when they get a call from a number they don't recognize. Like, I remember when I was a plumber, if I got a call outside of the 6 or 7 people that I talked to on a regular basis, I wouldn't even answer it, especially if it was an unknown number, because pretty much every single time it was a scam call or a realtor trying to get me to buy real estate when I didn't want to buy real estate. Cold calling already sucks, not as a way to get business, but just as a way, actually doing it. The action of doing it sucks. Now imagine 5 to 10 years from now when most people don't even want to answer their phone to begin with. The overall average of people who would even answer their phone to an unknown number calling them is declining. Therefore, you would have to make more calls to even get somebody on the phone to then sell them on, meeting up with you for coffee. And then we look at the door knocking side, and at least in my market, every single year, the amount of detached homes with doors that you can even knock on is declining because they're getting torn down and replaced with condos and townhomes. And the people that live in these detached homes are now millionaires just because everything's gotten so expensive, and they had to climb their way up the property ladder, and they've already used a realtor 3 or 4 times by the time they get there. And more than likely, they have good standing relationships with existing realtors that have been in the industry for a minute. So every year, going forward, in my opinion, it's going to require more dials and more knocks to do the same amount of business that you're currently doing from dialing and knocking. So how do you bypass this uphill battle and ride the momentum that is currently being seen in society? Because I always take the approach that if there's an area in business that's already seeing momentum, where the opportunity is, I'm going to ride that wave. Why not fight a downhill battle instead of an uphill battle? The new age of home buyers are going to be using realtors who have a personal brand and a following on social media, because that is where the attention is. People are spending 10, 12 hours a day glued to their phone screen. They're not talking to random people on the phone for 20 minutes. They're not reading their junk mail, which would be flyers. And they don't even own detached homes for you to be able to knock on. Social media is the new way to attract leads into your business. It's free. It requires substantially less time than conventional methods of prospecting. It's way more scalable, and every year that your follower base increases, that means every year you have more people to market to. And via that, your results should start to compound. You don't have to worry about individually following up with people every single year because they're already in your follower base and watching your content. You don't have to worry about the bulk of the education and qualification process when these leads reach out because most of that has already happened on social media via your content. Here's the thing, if you don't get on social media now or very soon, it is only getting more and more difficult every single year. Because I'm picturing a world where social media becomes necessary. Right now it's optional, and I think it's going to become necessary. Because today we're complaining about getting 600 views on a video. And I think in 5 years, we're gonna be thinking 300 views is a decent video. Today, social media is still free, and it's the most powerful, most scalable, most blah, blah, blah way to actually generate leads within your business. And they're already starting to charge you for a verification blue check mark, which basically just ensures that your account is gonna be hard to hack, and it adds, I guess, some social proof to your profile. But I can see where they start charging creators who want to create content on the platform, because realistically, if Meta were to charge me $500 a month to be able to put content out on the platform, I would more than willingly pay that because I see the value in it. But today, it's free. It's as free as it'll ever be, and it is as easy as it will ever be to grow. It only gets more and more difficult with each year that passes on. And if you can build a follower base of 5,000 to 10,000 followers amongst a couple platforms, you can market to 5,000 to 10,000 people every single day. And that means each year it should require less and less effort to attract new business. And it's just my opinion that whenever you get into business, you always want to be looking at what's the next thing I'm going to do after I've become good at this, because after a while, everything just becomes the same repeatable pattern and the same thing over and over and over again. I think social media is the best way to, build your brand, sell real estate via the brand, but then eventually, now that you have these eyeballs and you have some status and notoriety, it allows you to level up into the next portion of your business, which provides more scalability, better lifestyle, more free time, and the potential to earn way more income for the time that you're putting into it. Where if you went the cold calling and door knocking methods, yes, that is still available, of course. However, again, the scalability isn't there and the lifestyle isn't there. Which at the end of the day, that's what we're all chasing. We're getting money so we can have a lifestyle. We're not getting money so we can get more money. Now, I've sold 130 homes off of social media, and I now coach agents on how to do that. I've got 2 spots left in my academy. Check the link down below. I'm that Agent Kelly. I'm making moves to move you. Peace.